Hi Sagittarius, happy birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your December 2022 tarot reading. Thank to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. We appreciate all that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's Celtic crossbred as always, and I'll also pull the 4 agreements, wisdom, the oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. I'm actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your folks should be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have Scorpio, which for you guys is 12th house energy, and 12th house points to spirituality, blind spots, mental health. And at the time recording this, we're still in Scorpio season, so it makes sense to see that coming up. Alright, we have Neptune, and Neptune's actually in Pisces, which is your 4th house of home and family. And we have 8. So 8th house energy for you guys is actually Cancer. Astrologically speaking, there's not really anything going on there, but I will say we do have Cancer energy in your spread. And we also have Scorpio energy in your spread too. So we'll keep those in mind as we go through the main spread. Alright, so starting with the main situation, we have the King of Cups, Scorpio. And challenging that, we have the Moon and the 10 of Wands. So to see these 3 cards coming up could just be saying that you might be feeling really introspective right now, possibly even isolating yourselves. And the reason for that could be because you're trying to figure out if possibly you ended up putting in a lot of work towards something that didn't end up having the reward that you expected. So I think that has you feeling a little bit withdrawn at this time. But yeah, with the Moon there, it could just be saying that there's a lack of clarity around it, right? But I feel like at least at the moment, you're like, okay, I put in all this work for nothing around a certain situation. All right. In the foundation position, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, maybe, like I said, there's this goal around yours might have been financially related, right? So maybe you felt like, oh, if I put in this amount of work towards something, I'll receive X amount of reward for it. And this could just be saying that maybe you haven't seen that reward come through just yet. So you might be, trying to be a little bit more tight with your money, be careful around how you spend your money, when you spend it, things along those lines there. But yeah, at the very least, it looks like there's a lot of thoughtfulness around what to do with your finances at this time. All right, in the past position, we have the 3 of Swords. So this is Libra energy here. And it could just be saying maybe there was a disappointment that you experienced back in Libra season that you're still experiencing now, right? You're still dealing with the aftermath of that. So maybe there was a friendship that might have disappointed you, right? Maybe some kind of a deal or partnership you might have made that didn't come through in the way that you hoped. But yeah, it definitely looks like that was what was going on for you guys in the past, and it could even just be impacting the work you're doing now, too. All right, in the present position, we have the 3 of Wands. So this is Aries energy here. And usually we say this is the energy of waiting for your ships to come in, right? So again, like I said, it looks like there's something you've been working toward rather heavily, but at least to this point, you haven't seen the rewards from doing so. So that could just be the energy guys are now, just figuring like, okay, I know I put in the work. Where's the results? Okay, in near future position, we have the Chariot reversed and the Star. So 2 pretty powerful cards here, but to see the Chariot in reverse, I feel like this is saying that, yeah, you're not getting the forward movement that you were expecting at this time, which obviously seems to be a bit of a disappointment for you. And given that we do see the 8th house came up with the dice too, it could just be saying, for example, maybe you made some kind of an investment of some kind and it hasn't turned out the way that you hoped it would. But with the Star card here, I feel like this is saying that it was all part of the plan, that, you had to undergo some kind of a course correction, basically. So the Star card is the card that comes after the Tower in the natural progression of the major arcana. So you guys might have even felt like you went through a Tower moment, right? But yeah, seeing these 2 cards here to me says that there's a reason why there's no forward movement just yet, and it's just that you've gone through a course correction, and it's just a matter of you being able to see that. So just be on the lookout for that clarity. All right, in the position of your influence on the situation, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, to me this says that you definitely had a goal in mind, right? You wanted to work toward building something, possibly even collaborating with others to do so as well. But you might feel like that's all on hold right now, right? So I feel like there is the openness on your part to collaborate with others, to work with others, to build what you're hoping to build. But you just might feel like there might not be others that are as willing to do so in your environment. All right. In the environment position, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is actually Virgo energy here, and for you guys, it's your 10th house of career and social status. So this could be saying a couple of different things. So like I said, if this was a work-related thing where maybe you put in a ton of work and you were expecting some kind of reward around that and hasn't come through, this could just be an indicator here that it will come through, but probably obviously a lot slower than you were hoping for, right? So that could be the main issue there. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it usually is pretty reliable. It's just slow moving energy. So that could be what's going on there, where there might be some kind of a delay around it, but you actually will get what you were expecting eventually. And this does make me think of the fact that toward the end of December, there's going to be a Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, which is your second house of finances and is the natural ruler of the work and career sector. So definitely be on the lookout for that timeline for when you might see the shift. All right. In hopes or fears position, we have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, for some of you, this is probably a fear, right? Where you feel like you can't move forward on something until you get news around whatever the situation was. So like I said, for some of you, maybe it's an investment that didn't go out the way you were hoping for it to. For others of you, could definitely be a work-related thing where you've already put in all the work, but you just haven't seen the rewards. I feel like this is just holding you back in a way where you're like, okay, I don't know if I'm comfortable to move here because there's too many other variables at play, and the work that I thought I put in toward being able to make this move is now kind of up in the air. All right. In the outcome position, we have the King of Wands. So definitely a pretty positive energy to see here. It's really Leo energy, but this could just be saying that toward the end of the month, you'll be feeling a lot more confident, a lot more sure of yourself, right? So it looks like whatever this energy is, it's going to clear up for you guys. And we also see more Leo energy at the bottom of the deck too with the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands energy, especially given that we're going to be in your season for most of December, it could just be as simple as people wishing you a happy birthday, right? So maybe people we haven't heard from a while will be reaching out, saying happy birthday, asking if you want to go out, things like that, right? But for more of you, I feel like this is saying that you finally do get that recognition around whatever this work is that you've been putting in and feeling like you were unappreciated for it. All right, moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Don't Make Assumptions. Says, say goodbye to sadness and drama. Okay, it says, all the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? So especially around the part where it says taking things personally and making assumptions, right? So like I said, if you are feeling unappreciated in some way, this could just be an indicator that that appreciation is coming, but just like I said, maybe slower than you'd hoped. So maybe there's been some things going on behind the scenes to show you that appreciation, right? Or maybe the people you're dealing with just aren't really open and expressive type people, but it looks like the appreciation will be shown by the time we get to the end of the month. All right, moving on to your Wisdom Oracle card, we have Thinker. There's the artwork, and the number is 44. So we'll see what that has to say. Okay, central meanings, it says strategy, being analytical and logical. The Oracle's message, the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. So interesting message there, right? Because it mentions you have all the information you need and no deeper meaning than what's obvious. So given that message there, given that we see the moon in the challenge position and the King of Cups, where like I was saying, you guys might be in your heads a lot, could just be saying that maybe you're overthinking around a certain situation too, right? And like I said, yeah, I feel like for some of you might just be feeling unappreciated, but I feel like that will be shown in the external environment in the near future. The relationship message says love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is the time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. So, interesting message there, because reading that made me think of, I didn't really see this as much of a romantic relationship connection at all with the reading, but let's say with the Knight of Pentacles, right? Maybe that could be the type of person you're dealing with. And I think your mid-November love reading might have been similar to that, where there was someone in the environment that's like not super expressive, right? So you guys just might have very different love languages. So maybe that's part of it too, right? Where you might feel like, oh, does this person even like me? Because they might not express themselves in the same way you would. So just something to keep in mind there. The prosperity message says calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friends now, so get out your journal. Write down what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is spirit. You will win this game, and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, because that makes me think of the Chariot in reverse with the Star card, right? So it could just be saying that that's going to be the key for clearing up any blockages there. All right, and lastly, we have a mudra for you guys. This is your mudra here. It's the Makara mudra, and the keyword for it is fertility. Right, got everything in the frame there. If you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But under benefits, it says improves memory, strengthens the kidneys, helps to relieve low back pain, nourishes the hair, restores energy reserves. So if that sounds like a major thing would be beneficial for you guys, I'll put the name in the description video as always. Once again, happy birthday, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.